Hello and welcome to the big picture. Air travel in India is getting more and more trickier. What in the last few years had been within the reach of even the lower middle class is increasingly going beyond their reach. Booking tickets for the same day or even the next day has become a hugely costly exercise. Now with the unbundling of services announced by the airlines, it is going to get more costlier. Almost every service is going to be charged extra. While the luggage limit has come down, how much all this will help the bottom line of the airlines is a matter of conjecture. There is also issues of the role of the DGCA in regulating the fares and the transparency of the airline operators in deciding the fare structure. Cartelization is another issue which it is said has led to passenger fare increases. Travel operators also have a problem with airlines as they complain about commission not being adequate. We will discuss all this today with a panel of experts. Mr. Subhash Goyal, you think what Mr. Ajay Singh is talking about, that all these things are initially they all look very shocking. People are shocked. People are very confused. People don't accept it, but gradually they will accept all these things. Is that the way it works?
There are two sides of the coin. One is the low-cost carriers. As far as the low-cost carriers are concerned, what Mr. Ajay Singh is saying is correct, that let the passenger exercise his choice. Now, as far as that is concerned, and domestic operations or operations which are limited to 3 hours, the low-cost airline model is very successful. Now the question comes that why is it cheaper for a person to fly from Delhi to Singapore or Delhi to Sri Lanka or Delhi to Dubai, and sometimes even Delhi to London, then Delhi to Goa or Delhi to Trichy. Now that is something where Mr. Ajay Prashad also mentioned that we have now left it to the market forces. Yes, correct, we have left it to the market forces, but at the same time, when a cartelization has taken place and where the consumer is now being exploited by the airlines, it is high time the government should intervene. As far as fixing of airfares are concerned, earlier based on a mileage system, the airfares were fixed. What I am saying is, if the direct operating cost of an airline with the variable costs from point A to point B comes to 4,000 rupees, you can fix highest level cost at 8,000 rupees. Maybe for full service airlines, you can fix it for 9,000 or 10,000 rupees. That is justified. But as far as the lower fare is concerned, let it be free for the airlines to compete. But it cannot be that you fix the fare for a taxi driver from airport to the hotel and you don't fix a fare for an airline from point 1 to point B, at least the higher fare. So this gives the airlines an opportunity to charge 30,000 or 40,000 during the peak season, where not only people are going for holidays or celebrating Christmas to Goa, but there are people who would be going to see dying relatives. And it is the job of the government, any government, and I congratulate the Israel government and the Philippine government and the Japan government and various governments, where the government has taken a stand and has said to all the foreign airlines that airlines operating from their soil have to follow certain discipline. And these very airlines, let me complete, these very airlines who are not giving commission to the travel agent in India, being where thousands and thousands of jobs are at stake, these same airlines are giving commission in countries like Japan, in countries like Sri Lanka, and even neighboring Pakistan and a lot of other countries, because their DGCA and their government is strong. They are looking at the national interest of the consumer. And the consumer interest. And the consumer interest. But here, with cartelization of the airlines, with great difficulty, I think, thanks to the media, that AirAsia and Tatas are coming in. But I remember when Tatas were trying to come in with Singapore Airlines for Air India,
Right.
these very lobbies of some of the airlines created a situation that they were not allowed to come in.
Yes, yes.
So I am keeping my fingers crossed, and I hope that there are no snags for Tata SIA to Tata AirAsia to come in, because once they come in, then there will be a rationalization of fares.
Hopefully.
Right
Hopefully.
now,
Yes.
right now, a cartelization has taken place.
Okay.
And unfortunately, Air India has also become a part of the cartel. And with the result, both the traveling public and the travel agents are suffering. You see, what Mr. Ajay Singh is saying about aviation turbine fuel, I agree. And as president of the tourism industry, we are taking up this issue. We have taken up several times, and it was our convention where in Andhra Pradesh, when Chandrababu Naidu was there, we got aviation turbine fuel in that state reduced to 4%. But having said that, you see, the greatest tragedy is that this country doesn't have an aviation policy, which is a long-term aviation policy. Now, as far as fuel costs are concerned, I must compliment the present Civil Aviation Minister, because he has allowed foreign airlines to, buy fuel directly. And Southwest Airline makes very good money because they are able to hedge fuel costs.
Mr. Goel.
So it is proper management of the airline which is responsible. Still, some airlines in India are making money. How they are managing is something which the other
Absolutely. Mr.
carriers which
Mr.
are not
Goel-
making money should study.
Mr. Goel, very quickly, your response we have to end.
Yes, we should. We can't have our cake and eat it, I agree. But when we started liberalization, we stopped it in between. We didn't take it to we have to strike a balance. You see, I'm not saying that you stop
Okay.
liberalization. What I'm saying is put a higher cap.
Okay.
You can't run wild. You see, if you can put a cap on taxis operating from point A to point B, why can't you put a cap on air services
Absolutely.
from point A to
Okay,
point B?
Mr. Goel, we are completely run out of time. But on that note, we have to end. That balance needs to be struck. The passengers' interests should be taken into consideration seriously. It's not, and if more and more passengers have to travel by air, they also need to be given a fair deal. Thank